Welcome to this webinar on archives and history. As your area chair and common leader for this uniform session created in conjunction with the National Archives and History team, I will be assisted by the other area chairs. I want to especially give thanks to Area Director Monica Boone Allen for appointing me to this position, also to National President Kimberly Jeffries Leonard for giving me the opportunity to serve on the National Archives and History team. I also want to give special thanks to my area committee, which has helped us tremendously to put on this webinar. I'd like to introduce my area committee: Deborah Powers, Alexia Hudson Ward, Judith Presley, and Vanessa Baker Latimer. I want to inform you about some updates. Now available are release forms in case you want to use photos, documents, or anything that's been uploaded or printed in the links incorporated in area or chapter publications. Also, the Legacy Keeper scorecards are now due annually on the May 15th deadline. And the last update, the Vision and Legacy exhibit will be part of the National Diamond Anniversary Celebration and the 43rd National Assembly. The four presentations of the webinar will include Archivist as Legacy Keeper, Chapter Archival Program, the ABCs of Archiving, and Repository Considerations. Setting up your archives. In 1972, Archives and History was listed as a standing committee at the 18th National Assembly. If this is not in your chapter bylaws, what you'll need to do is establish it or activate it. This needs to be done by a chapter vote. The Archives and History Committee takes the lead in establishing or maintaining your collections for their continued historical value. With that in mind, the chair of the committee needs to be appointed with these thoughts in mind. The mission statement should be in agreement with your chapter bylaws and your chosen repository's role in coordination with the links incorporated. The statement should be clear and concise. It should address the purpose, the why, such as to collect, preserve, and identify the organization's role in records and personal property, to make the records available to researchers and scholars, and to augment your chapter's image. Also, it should include the what, milestones from your chapter's history, items that showcase the heritage and service to the community, leadership roles of members, community impact, bound minutes, the format that will be accepted. Are you going to have digital, print, physical, or tenure records? Check with your chosen repository to see what indeed they will accept. The third step is to write a policy statement. The collection development policy connects archival material to the overall mission and vision for the program. This policy should state what to be selected, to be collected, and what isn't. There is also a document on the members only section that determines how long records are going to be kept and what should and should not be shared. Ceremonies and rituals should never be shared. Will restricted or confidential records be accepted? Who will decide which records are going to be accepted? Will it be the archives chair, or will it be the entire committee? A strong policy statement stops the archives from being a collect-all for all unwanted materials, documents. So make sure that the policy statement is strong. Also included in your policy statement should be the access policy. Who is going to be able to access these records? Is it going to be members only, or will it be open to the public? You also have to establish the legal authority with your repository that you have chosen and the transfer of materials. Will it be as a deed of trust, or will it be as a deposit? And that will be further explained in the next segment. Initial date of transfer and any frequency. And finally, financial obligations, either for the chapter or for the repository. Keep in mind the need for archival materials in order to preserve your materials. This should be listed as a line item in your chapter's budget. So as a recap of our webinar, we've gone over archives as legacy keeper, chapter archival program, how to set it up, the ABCs of archiving, and repository considerations. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to contact me. Link Arlene Ross, ARLENEMOORE 29 @gmail.com. Thank you for your attention. This information will also be posted on the website.